Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our writer's workshop for May 11th, poetry. Today we're having a little bit of fun with concrete poems. They're also known as shape poems. A shape poem is a poem that is shaped like the thing it describes. The shape adds to the meaning of the poem. To write a shape poem, it helps us to start by writing down the words that come to our mind about the chosen topic. These words can then be used in the poem. Here's an example. In a twist, we felt the rain, wind, and hail, and then the thunder and the lightning came. The winds gathered up and began to spin like a spinning top, sucking up dust like a vacuum cleaner. The twister went around and around like a merry-go-round. The gusts of the air were picking up dust. It continued to roar loudly, destroying everything along the way. Soon it was gone. Tornado was the name of this poem. Here's a couple more examples. These are two different types of concrete poems or shaped poems. The first one we want to talk about are called outline poems. As you can see here, the outline poem uses the words that fills in the shape that relates to the outline. The topic of the poem is about the shape. So example is there's a picture of a snowman. It's cold outside. I don't want to go outdoors and play, but mom says I have to go anyway. It's starting to snow and I'm going to freeze. Brr, brr. I hate playing outside on days like these. Brr. But wait a sec. I've had the most amazing, brilliant idea. I'll cover myself up with snow and I'll hide in here. Snowman. These are some other examples of what a outline poem looks like. There's another type of shaped poem, and it's called a drawing. Now, the drawing poem uses the words to outline what the shape looks like. Here are four examples. You can see the Nike soccer shoe. The words are what makes the shape of the poem. The basketball and the airplane and the hippopotamus. Since we read a poem about hippopotamuses earlier this year, let me read this one. A hippopotamus's bottom is not a pretty sight, but it's better not to be forgotten that the bottom and don't bite. So as you can see, it can be a little difficult to read. A hippopotamus's bottom is not a pretty sight. And then it goes up to the top. But it's better not forgotten that the bottom ends don't bite. And then it makes sense for the poem. The other poem for the airplane is a click, a sputter, a whoosh to roar. A flick, a stutter, a push to soar. The nose held high, the wings steady. The plane is ready to touch the sky. So that's a picture of this is a poetry about planes, and the words form the shape of the plane. This is a poem about the hippopotamus's bottom, and the words make the bottom of the hippopotamus, basketball and soccer. Boys and girls, you're going to be writing a couple different poems. We have a lot of shape poems to play with. The first one we're going to do is going to be the first example we looked at called outline poems. I have given you the outlines here. You can choose which outline you want. You could write about pizza, hearts, apples, or the heart could be love, a book, a star, a cup. Those are the topics that you're going to be writing about. You need to write two outline shape poems. Okay, two. And when you get finished with those two poems, I want you to go ahead and write me two more poems, but this time you can choose to continue to do an outline poem, or you can do a drawing poem with this blank My Shape poem. So you're going to write 4 poems. 2 can be from our poetry book that are outline poems, and 2 can be from your own creative drawing, which would be drawing poems. When you're done with your poems, make sure you share them with me on Seesaw, and I look forward to seeing your work. All right, boys and girls, have a good morning.